I'm here with the legendary DJ Yella of N.W.A. How you doing, my brother?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Man, thank you for
good
your
day.
time. Thank you for your time.
Oh, no problem. It's easy. This is easy to do.
It's easy. Man, how many Zoom meetings do you normally do now with this whole pandemic? I'm pretty sure you get hit up a lot.
I had never done that until I released the book a couple of months ago.
Oh, really?
Never.
Man.
Now I've been doing at least 20 in the past couple of weeks.
Yo, that's cool though, man. That's good. Let's talk about that book, man, because I saw the copy. And my question is this is your story. This is all through your eyes. This is all your words. Tell me about it. Tell us about it, man.
I mean, it's a story. I didn't write the story because my character was small in the movie. It wasn't about that. I liked the movie. Yeah. The movie was about us. You just couldn't put all our stories in the movie. That's all that was.
You can't fit that into 2 hours.
Yeah, that was no big thing. But my book I just wrote from 4 years old to 2020, and it just tells everything that I went through, everything I did. Before the Wrecking Crew, during the Wrecking Crew, before N.W.A. started, the breakup. I mean, everything from the funeral, just all kind of stuff, and also kind of teaching in the earlier days. New younger artists, that's trying to get into it. You got to have a lawyer. You need paperwork. You need to know how you get paid off of this. There's so much in that book. It probably will surprise a person that read it. They have no idea what's in that book. They think it's all the glamour. No, it ain't all the glamour.
You see, that was my perception. So it's kind of like a guide. It's a guide basically, in a sense.
I don't know if it's a guide, but I don't know. I mean, it tells a lot. It tells when me and Dre met. People don't know the stories that's in this book. Not really. They really don't know the stories.
Nice, man. You see, those are the stories people like to hear, man. You see a lot of these old school artists, they start telling all these stories. Like I see a lot of what Busta Rhymes does, telling all these stories that he has. So it's cool to hear stories from our coast, from the West Coast, especially from legends like you. Tell it from your perspective. I mean, what better source it to come from than the person who was there?
Yeah, because I wrote the book. I just had somebody type the words. And I had never opened up a novel before in my life. Never read one, anything. High school, I did that. That was it. But that I never have. And it got 5-star reviews on Amazon. Everybody that, on my social media contact, they read it. They love the book. Each person get different stuff out of the book. Stuff they didn't know about. Stuff they had no idea about.
Let everybody know where they could buy it. You just mentioned Amazon. Let everybody know the title, the full title, and where they could purchase it. Amazon and where else?
It's Straight Outta Compton, My Untold Story. You have to put My Untold Story. If not, you'll get the movie and other stuff. It's at Amazon, ebooks, paper books, and then for the autograph copies, it's at DJ Yella of N.W.A.com.
Nice. So you could get an autograph copy from you.
Oh yeah, I actually sign each one, personalize it. Yeah, each one.
Sweet, man. All right, I'm gonna have to hit that one up. I'm glad I waited. I was gonna ask him, where do I get it?
A lot of people said that. How do I?
Yeah, I'm glad I waited because I could just go that way. I'd rather just get it. I'd rather get a signed copy.
But you got to read the book.
Yeah, definitely.
Really get it. I mean, to really get it, because I've been through a lot. Homeless. I was just homeless in 2010.
What?
For 3.5 years. Not on the street homeless, but having everything. Then eventually everything gone. Yeah, it's a lot in that book.
Yeah, that is crazy. How we see you like from kids growing up, and we buying the cassettes and buying the CDs, and we see you guys and we're like, man, these guys are like mansions. We're thinking mansions, big cars, all this stuff, and wow, then you come and you tell me that, and it's like,
oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't because of drugs or nothing like that. It just having fun, getting my big money. You buy big things. I mean, I had 50 cars, jet skis, quads, sand rails. I mean, whatever you could think of, I probably had it.
Nice. Man, for a while you did a bunch of other stuff when you ventured off of music. You went into like the porn business for a little bit too, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
You still do that?
This came about. I did it before E died. Yeah. In the early, after Dre was gone, then I started doing the movies. But I was just doing them on the side. Once E died in and the day is his birthday. Somebody just texted me. I didn't even know. I don't keep up with all that stuff. But when they buried him at the cemetery in Whittier, they put the dirt on it, and then right at that moment, I said, "I'm done with music. I'm good." It was out. That was it. I did no more music, and then I just went into the adults full time. I did it for 15 years.
Wow.
Over 350 movies.
Damn.
Yeah.
And this is you directing.
But I went in it as I bought the cameras, all the still cameras, video cameras, editing. You know, I did it all. I did everything but package it and sell it. Other companies sold it, but that's what I did. Because I went in it as not as the girls. I didn't care about all that. Yeah. I went in it as like I was making an album. Every movie was like an album. I went in it as a producer.
Yeah. Entrepreneur. Well, I mean, you're the business mindset, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's cool. And yeah, man, today is what, September 7th, you know?
Yeah.
Eazy-E. And today's also another day famous for, you know, today's the day Tupac was shot.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
September 7th. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Crazy. So, I mean, us that are like in the hip hop community, I mean, I remember this because being a kid, you know, in junior high, we get all these news, we're watching TV, we're like, when we find out, we're sad as hell because we're like, this is like the soundtrack to our generation.
Oh yeah,
it's sad, man. Those dates always stay in my head. You know what I mean? Yeah, big time. Well, so let's talk about DJ. Let's talk about what are your thoughts on like today's hip hop, man? Because it has changed so much.
Honestly, I don't listen to it. I mean, I like the old school music. That's just what I like. You ain't gonna get that out of me. But I mean, I guess it's cool. This is what the new millennials listen to. You know, it's all right. But see, nowadays there's so many artists, not that many fans. Seem like it, because everybody got a video, everybody got a single, I'm just like, where's the fans at? You know,
right?
Everybody, because it's so easy to make music now. I mean, you can make it on your phone, your computer. You know, you don't have to go to the big studios and all the stuff we had to go through. Now you can just Google it, YouTube and TikTok and all this stuff, you know. So it's watered down. It's just a different, I don't know if it's watered down. It's just a different style. Not my style, but it's a different style. There's a few people in there every once in a while, Kendrick or a couple of other people. Just a few, but everybody sounds the same.
Yeah, that's what I say. And they all basically got the same name: Lil Baby, The Baby, Big Baby, all the babies.
Nothing's original, nothing's different. Nobody really sets themselves apart.
Nope. You know, I sit back and I ask myself, you know, if Eazy-E would have never passed away, obviously, you know, you guys, I know I have a feeling, you know, N.W.A would have gotten together again, you know, done a couple more albums. But then the things that he was doing and the things all you guys would have created together moving forward, like I think Eazy would have gone into movies. You guys would have gone into movies, doing all kinds of other stuff. I mean, he was such a visionary. He was such a visionary.
It was a script made before he died. It was a script made. It was supposed to have been like the 100 Miles and Running. It kind of was like a movie. It really was really a movie, but it just ended up just being a video. But it, you know, it was a script thought of. But you know, nowadays it's more, you know, everybody do movies, everybody do books, everybody do this. So it's, I don't know. I mean, like the group had to break up. Cube had to leave for him to get where he was. The group had to break up for Dre to get where he was. And this is the crazy part I tell people. The group dissolved. I wouldn't really say break up, dissolved at #1. We were #1 on the Billboard. We just shipped gold, which was unheard of back then for a hip hop artist to ship out the door gold. And it was over, you know, just like, and then 30 years later, a movie, then the records are selling more than back then again. I've been trying to ask people what other group have done that. Rock and roll, metal, what other group? And think about this. Go back to before the Wrecking Crew, me and Dre, a little egg. Look at what came from that egg. Oh, I mean, you can name groups, you know, from Snoop to 50 Cent to Eminem. You can just keep going down. Kendrick's, Cube's, you know, from that, from just the two.
That influence, man. I mean, it's to this day. People still
Yeah.
talk about it. I mean, it just revolutionized the whole sound and the whole just everything. Packaging, what artists started being more comfortable with saying, because back then nobody was saying what N.W.A was saying.
Oh yeah.
To this day, I still think people are afraid to say it.
We was ahead of ourselves. We kind of
just
opened the door for the way we talk. The Two Shorts came, the Two Live Crew came, you know, then everybody, but we were just bold enough, I guess. I don't know if it was bold enough. We just did how we talk in the streets. That's all we did. That's the way we talk in the streets. That's what we did.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys said the way we are right here, we're gonna just translate it and record it on a record, and we're just gonna sell the shit.
Yeah. That's how we were. We just did what we wanted to do. Not, oh, we got to make it for the radio. We didn't make nothing for the radio. Boys in Hood was originally the regular Boys in Hood until we made a radio version, which was business, which was smart, you know, but we was all underground. You know, we wasn't on the radio every day and video every day. Nah.
And there's so many hits that he recorded, like Automobile. Give Me That Nut. Like, you didn't hear those on the radio. You heard those if you had the cassette.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
we heard those. We used to play the shit out of them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just the song alone, you know, Fuck the Police. When you guys released that one, I mean, you see them cover a little bit in the movie, but man, I know there's got to be crazier stories from when you guys performed that in different cities. That things that
you know something. You know what's so crazy? It wasn't no violence. We only did one tour in '89.
Yeah,
we did shows before it, but that was just small shows trying to get known and stuff. But there was no incidents at the whole tour. 40 shows, there was no incidents until Detroit. That was it. In Detroit, we didn't get arrested. We got ran off the stage. That's right. But once we came out from behind the stage and went out in the parking lot, we just ran back to the hotel. And they caught us there and gave us a ticket. But yeah, there wasn't no arresting and all that. But
it wasn't like how they showed it in the movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, the movie got to dramatize
Hollywood,
you know, a bunch of stuff just to make it look good.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You know, it's funny because a while back, I've been watching all these versus battles, and that's how I got linked up. I was already following you on social media, but then you ended up liking and following me back because I put up their versus battle. The one that I would like to see would be N.W.A. versus Public Enemy, and I know you ended up liking that one. I'm like, now that's a versus battle I would love to see. You see all these going on right now, and I'm like, let's go raw. Let's do the East Coast versus the West Coast, but like in a versus battle. I think that would be a badass one.
Oh yeah, that'd be something different. You know, because they was political, we wasn't political. So you know, it's totally opposite, but still talking street. You know, whatever. You know, just different.
Definitely, man. Now, out of all the artists that are out right now, I mean, is there one in particular you listen to the most? I know you've mentioned Kendrick. What about J. Cole?
I don't listen to nobody.
Oh, you don't?
I listen to nothing but old school.
Oh, nice.
This new music don't do nothing for me. This is for the new millennials. That's what they like. This can't understand what they saying. You know, whatever. You know, just it ain't my type of music. You know, I guess it's still selling. Hip hop is still around, but it's just. I like the old school style. That's just me.
See, I think that's where I click with you on that one, because I work in radio and people think the business misconception of me is like every time a new artist drop music, they think I'm all over it. I'm like, no, I don't like Kanye. I'm not a big Drake fan. I'm like, I'm still listening to 90s hip hop. I'm still listening to 80s hip hop. Like,
because that was a time where music was different. Think about it. If you hear a song, you know exactly where it came from, what group, what coast, everything. Nobody sounded the same. Nobody back then. I mean, go from Public Enemy, Run DMC, LL, Jazzy Jeff, us, Too Short, Ghetto Boy. I mean, everybody was different. Nobody bit off each other.
No, exactly, man. You could tell just by the production where it was coming from, like the G-Funk sound and all. You knew that was West Coast. You knew it was either Dre, Quick, or you know, you guys. You know what I mean? We knew. We knew what the down south sounded like. We already knew Ghetto Boys and all them. We already knew what they sounded like. You know? Then you got your Master P's. We knew what they sounded like.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Everybody was just totally different. But nowadays it's oversaturated with artists. It's just too many. Everybody's a star now.
It's like they're all using the same Pro Tools.
They are. They're using the same sample, the same sound. They're putting the thing on their voice. All this. I put it like this. In our days, some of these new artists wouldn't have made it back then.
Not even.
A lot of them wouldn't have made it.
I mean,
now,
a lot of them,
anybody could be an artist.
So. Yeah, I mean, all you need
talent
is
or no
media.
talent.
All you need is like social media now and a high following. You could mumble on the damn record and
that's it. That's all it is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's still selling. It's still, but that's just the way the music is today.
Yeah, man, definitely 100% agree. Well, let everybody know where they can follow you at, DJ Yella. Let them know your social media handles.
DJ Yella of N.W.A. That's Facebook or Instagram. And then the book, Straight Outta Compton, My Untold Stories, Amazon, and DJ Yella of N.W.A.com.
Tight. All right. Well, we're in the Hispanic Heritage Month, man. I want to ask you a question. What is your take on Latinos, the Latino community? Because obviously, I'm Mexican. I don't know if you know that, but I'm Mexican. I don't know if you can tell, bro. But I mean, what is your take on us, man? Like, I mean, his fan base is like
the first thing. I don't look at people as color. I never have. It doesn't matter what color. You can be blue, black, purple. It don't matter. But when I grew up in the 70s and the early 80s, black and brown was together. Yep. That's just how it was. Like your father or older uncles or something. They was together with us. Yep. That's just how it was. Yep. It got separated, recently by the jail system. The jail system separate all races. Keep that racist thing going.
Yep.
But think about it. They listen to our music. That's all they bump in their cars. They low riders and they motorcycles. So it's society messed it up.
Yeah, man.
Because black and brown come from the same thing. The same place. We came from poverty, from nothing. That's just how it's always been. So I love everybody. And in the Hispanic support N.W.A, they love Eazy-E, N.W.A. That's just what they do. They just great. I mean, great fans. All that. I just did a meet and greet in Montebello. Just my second time in Montebello. East LA, really? But they support.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, man. We're huge supporters. I mean, the only way I got turned on to N.W.A and all you guys, being a kid growing up in the 80s out here in the hood, my older cousin, God rest his soul, he was a gangbanger, and all he used to play in his Monte Carlo was Eazy-E and N.W.A. And I was like, that's how I got introduced to that. Then I got introduced to like Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5, but it was Eazy-E first.
And still, you go to the car shows, that's what they play.
And I'm like, who's this guy? I remember hearing the voice. I'm like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah. Game over for me. I was like, all right, I'm hooked. And then, got into my trouble later on in life, and you guys were the soundtrack for that. So thank you. I don't regret any of it. It was fun, man. It was fun. But I just want to say thank you, man. I appreciate you, and thank you for your time, and just thank you for your contributions to hip hop, bro.
I thank you. It's an honor. Hey, 30 years later, we still talking about this that we did. We did something that we didn't plan on doing.
And it's something that's just going to last forever, man. That stamp is there, and nobody could take that away, or nobody can erase it. I mean, you guys are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cemented.
Yeah. I mean, it's just an honor. It's an honor. Any Zoom, anything I do, it's an honor.
Thank you, man. I appreciate your time, brother. And we'll do this again soon. We'll do this again to follow up on the book. Once I get
read the book.
Once I get it, I read it.
And then you'll be calling me again.
And then I want to hook up because I actually want to read it.
Yeah.
I'm one of those who actually sits down and reads a book.
Yeah.
Not none of this Kindle shit.
Yeah.
I want to hold the damn thing and flip pages.
Oh, man. You want the actual copy? Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do that Kindle thing, man. I'm messing my eyes. But let's do that, man. But thank you for your time.
Okay.
And appreciate you, bro. God bless and much success with the book.
All right. God bless you.
All right. You take care, DJ Yella.
Right.